I have to say I'm impressed with your backdrop.
Yes, thank you.
It's absolutely gorgeous.
I'm very smart. I don't know if you know that.
Your background says I'm very smart. My background says I have no friends. Absolutely nobody.
Yeah.
In an abandoned...
It actually looks like the basement from I Love You, Man.
It does. Yes, it does, actually. No, this is... it's a abandoned theater, Largo, in West Hollywood. But
I love Largo.
Yeah, Largo's a very special place, although it has an odor right now.
That might be left over from me. I don't know.
You know, I walked in and I'm like, it's kind of Segel-y. It's kind of got a Segel stench. Where are you, by the way? I can see that you're in some kind of public library in a very well-to-do school, but where are you exactly?
Yes. Well, right now I'm at my house. I live like a couple hours outside of Los Angeles in a little farm town.
Oh, nice. Do you like?
Yes.
Do you like? I mean, small town living. Is it boring? Is it okay?
It's boring in a really great way. I really liked. I don't know. I had grown up in LA. I had never left, and then I moved to this little town. And pretty instantly, like right when I arrived, I went to the grocery store, and a man sized me up as an outsider, and he was like, "Welcome to town. Don't be an asshole." I was like, "Wow, okay." He said, "Because that would make you the town asshole." And I thought, I like this place.
I wish someone had told me that when I came to LA. I didn't know. I just went.
You're just one of many here. Yeah. Yeah, it's nothing.
The nice thing about being an asshole I have found in LA is I blend right in. No.
Yeah. I really liked knowing my neighbors, and it's a really nice feeling. I like it a lot.
Yeah. Also, though, you do have to. I've always heard that people in small towns. Like people like John Mellencamp were always singing the praises of small towns, but the truth is, everyone gossips about everybody else. So you've got to make sure that you stay on the straight and narrow, and that nobody knows your business.
You have to just do nothing. You have to do absolutely nothing.
Uh-huh.
You know, I'll tell you a story that I've never told before, actually.
Okay.
I popped up some cabins. I live in an orchard, and I popped up some cabins for if guests come to visit.
Yeah.
And one of the guys who was popping up the cabins made some offhanded joke. He was like, "What are you starting a nudist colony?" And I kind of laughed it off. Right. I was like, yeah. And then, like a year later, I was at a restaurant, and the waitress was like, "Okay, you have to answer because we're all taking bets back there. Is it true you moved here to open a nudist colony?" So that was the rumor that spread around, that I was the big nudist in my town.
I did something a little like that once. I was in a restaurant, and it was after hours, and they were sort of closing the place down, and everybody was like laughing and in a good mood. And I said, as a complete joke, the waiter was like saying, "Anything else?" And I said, "Cocaine for everyone," like whatever. And everybody laughed, and the waiter laughed. And then I swear to God, a year later, I went back to the restaurant. They're like, "Well, we were here the time you were demanding cocaine." And I'm like,
"Oh, no."
And I said, "I've never done cocaine in my life. I am the squarest. I don't do drugs." I was kidding. And they were like, whatever.
Yeah, you just can't convince them once it's out there. I tried to express, like, I've shown my body in several movies. The chances of me, like, being a nudist are pretty minimal. I have a better body by now.